Good morning. I am Theodore Roosevelt. The situation with the White House gang was unusual, but it was not new to the White House. 36 years before, Mrs. Julia Dent Grant, the wife of President Ulysses S. Grant, recognized the same problem with regard to her youngest son, Jesse Root Grant, then 13 years of age. Quoting from the Grant Chronicles, "With unusual judgment and foresight, Mrs. Grant had observed the effect of the general's preeminent military position upon the boys when they were about Army headquarters." They later wrote, "The effect of the White House environment upon the children, especially upon Jesse, and to counteract this, she sought association for him with a group of natural, healthy, normal boys in order to break down the isolation which naturally surrounds children of the White House. She had this society organized. It was known as the KFR Society of Washington. The meaning of the letters has never been divulged. The Grant gang, which met first on Christmas Day in 1871 in a gardener's tool house on the White House grounds, the exact location being under where my office now stands. Its thrilling, mysterious depths were lighted only by a few candles, which disclosed a stove and only chairs sufficient for the duly elected officers. As with the Roosevelt White House gang many years later, the Grant gang had 6 boys in the beginning: Jesse Grant, his cousin, Blaine Dent, Albion Paris, Harry Cutts, Frank Bowles, and Walter Chew. Walter Chew was the relative of the Roosevelt White House gang member, Dick Chew. More remarkable still is the fact that Dick's father, Robert S. Chew, was a playmate of Tad Lincoln's, and a member of the cadet company which drilled in the Civil War days on the South Garden. By all accounts, Tad Lincoln must have been very much like our own Quentin, for he speedily had the White House staff drilling under his orders. This becoming impracticable, he recruited, perhaps drafted, a company of boys of his own age to command, the Lincoln Gang. Thus, due to Dick Chew and his forebears, the Roosevelt gang of the White House proudly claimed a tradition of carrying on an unbroken history of defeat and victory through the administrations of Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant, and my own.